Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Greene County Express Terry Hoese Show, where we cover everything on the hardwood with the South Greene Rebel basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with head coach Terry Hoese. Coach, how are we doing this evening?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Back from Christmas break, back from the New Year's. How was the break for you?
It was good. A little time off there after Christmas, and we all got a chance to rejuvenate and ready to go.
Had 2 weeks off from playing any games, though. Played your first game of the new year last night against Crockett. You knew it would be a tough test going in there. That's kind of your home away from home. I can't remember how many games we had mathed up that you had played there last year, but it seems that way again this year with the Hardee's Classic and with the home and home series with Crockett. You played your away game there last night in the series, ended up taking a 5-point loss in a very close and competitive game. Talk about that game and take me through the whole entire thing.
Come out, knew the first time we played them, I think we shot 70-something% from the floor and wound up beating them 30+, and knew that wasn't going to happen. That's just something that doesn't happen very often. And they're a good team. I think they're 13-2 now, and we one of the two losses in the Hardee's Classic. And they've played. They got to play last week after Christmas. They went down to Daytona and played and made it to the championship game where they almost won the championship game. So they're very, very good basketball team, 3A. I knew we'd have to play well. I knew they'd have a chip on their shoulder coming in after we run them out of the gym in the Hardee's Classic Championship. But up 3 at the half. Didn't feel like we had played very well the first half, to be honest with you. We didn't shoot it very well the first half. I think Cooper Kelly didn't score the first quarter. The TJ wound up with 7 points total. So we didn't get our normal production from kids that we normally get. But still had a 3-point lead to half. Come out, missed 2 wide open layups to start the third quarter. They would extended our lead to 7. Missed both of those, and they went down and scored a couple buckets after that. And we got behind, and we were playing catch-up for the rest of the night. But I don't know what the lead got to. I know at one point it was 10. I don't know if it got any more. 10 got to, and with a little over 12 seconds to go, Cooper Kelly hits a 3 to cut it to 4, had a timeout, and thought we had gotten a jump ball, but the officials called a foul there, and they went down and made 2 free throws, and it's kind of game over at that point. But disappointed a little bit. I didn't feel like we shot the ball nearly as well. I think we shot 20-something% from the floor last night and missed a bunch of free throws and some layups. Just didn't feel like we shot like we are capable of shooting. And I'm not saying 70% night. I'm talking a regular night. We knocked down more shots than what we did last night. But overall, not upset. I was disappointed that we didn't come out with a win because I felt like we still, even at the end, had a chance to win the game. But it was to a really good team, and hats off to them. He's done a good job with them. You know, they could have hung their heads after that Hardee's Classic game and went on a little bit of a lull right there, but they picked it up, and they've not lost a game since. And well, they've lost one game since. Yeah, they've lost 2. And for that, how could I be upset with my kids? They played their guts out, and I didn't feel like we played bad. We just didn't shoot it very well.
There were a lot of momentum swings in that game. They had a lead at the end of the first quarter. You ended up coming from behind and led going into halftime. Yep. And then coming out immediately into the third quarter, I think they took a lead. You kind of had a few lead changes, had a few ties, and then going into the fourth quarter is where they kind of extended their margin a little bit. And that's a tough deficit to come back from when it's a 10-point game.
Especially against good teams. And we've done that before. We've made some shots and got back into games. And like I said, cut it to 4 right there last night with a chance to get back in it. But good teams are going to shut you down, especially when you have to start fouling. They're going to make their free throws, and that's what Crockett did. They went to the line and did what they had to do last night. So hats off to them. They're good, and I would suspect that they're going to make some noise down the road.
Mm-hmm. I would too. I hadn't seen them play this season, and one thing I didn't know about them is their size they had down low.
Yeah, they're huge.
They are.
The Reagan kid is really good around the bucket, and I can't remember.
Colin Beeson's another kid down low that's really good.
And they do a good job working together. They screen for each other. They pop out in the high post, and they do a really good job. Crockett does a really good job of getting them the ball where they need it, and the other kid gets in there and posts up. And 2 big kids, both of them are able to score around the bucket. And, number 30, he can stick the 3 too if you don't guard him. He hit one last night. So they've got a good mix of kids. They've got size, they've got speed, they've got ball handlers, and they've got kids that can shoot it. So they've got all the tools to make a run themselves.
Fun part is you get them one more time.
We do. Luckily, it's at our place.
Yep. Series is tied 1-1. You get 3 games this year with both teams meeting in the Hardee's Classic Championship, but that's the only game we've got to talk about. It's been a while since you played basketball. It's been a while since we've sat down in the assistant principal's office, but we'll go ahead and move into the break, and we'll cover what the Rebels have up next on their schedule here in just a minute on Grassroots Media.
At Corner Pond, the friendly and knowledgeable staff has the experience necessary to help you out regardless the need. Have an item of value you'd like to pawn or sell? Corner Pond can help. They pawn numerous items of value, including firearms, tools, ammunition, silver, coins, and much more. When you walk through their doors, you'll find well-stocked shelves full of electronics, gaming systems, fishing and hunting equipment, car audio and accessories. And don't forget about the room full of guitars and basses and amplifiers, or their outside lawn and garden equipment. Corner Pond is a case knife dealer and carries numerous used knives as well. Stop by and let the friendly staff at Corner Pond help you today at 432 East Bernard Avenue, Greeneville, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing has provided professional plumbing services to the residents of Greeneville, Tennessee for over 30 years. Our experience and reputation have helped us grow our business to add locations in Jonesboro, Tennessee. Tommy's Plumbing is local and family owned, and we offer a full line of plumbing services, such as kitchen faucet, shower faucets, commodes, and bathroom faucets, as well as drain cleaning. We also provide outside plumbing work, such as septic and sewer drain cleanouts, as well as repair and replace. Tommy's Plumbing pretty much does it all. Tommy's Plumbing is licensed, bonded, and insured. Our quality workmanship and passion to provide our clients with expert service is second to none. We guarantee we have the best warranty around. For all your plumbing needs, give Tommy's a call at 638-3662.
Welcome back to Grassroots Media. Welcome back to this week's edition of the Greene County Express Terry Hoese Show, where we cover everything on the court with the South Greene Rebel basketball team. As always, I'm joined here with Rebels head coach Terry Hoese. So you get back into a rhythm of things now. You take 2 weeks off of basketball. It's tough to kind of get back into a groove like that, right as you were playing well, winning the Big H Barbecue Championship, and then you come off of a loss against Crockett. You get 2 good teams back-to-back again. You go into a test at home here on Friday night against Granger, and then go on the road for your first district game of the year against West Greene. You're already, I believe, 1-1 in district play so far throughout this season, and you get your 3rd game against West Greene on the road. Talk about what you expect in both of those games.
You know, the Granger game, we played those guys right before Christmas and beat them 5 at Granger. Tough place for us to go play, always has been, so tickled to death to walk out of there with a win. We'll have to play well in here Friday night. They're very capable coming in and beating you. He'll have them ready to go. They shoot it well. They're physical, and I know it'll be a good game in here on Friday night. West Greene, not gonna lie to you, hadn't had a chance to watch any video, not seen them play. I know that they lost quite a bit from last year, but I also know that it's a cross-county rivalry, and it's always good. So I expect it to be a good game.
It's always a fun game when it's a cross-county rivalry. We got a lot of those coming up. We had one last night with Chucky Doak and North Greene. We've got one on Saturday night. I think West Greene's got maybe 3 county games back-to-back to start the new year.
Crazy.
They've got, I think they have North Greene, you guys, and then Chucky Doak back-to-back. And then you've got a few coming up afterwards a little bit later too. But after the West Greene game, we won't talk about it too much too, but you've got Happy Valley. Everybody knows once you hit January and you cross over into that new year, that's when you get the brunt of your conference games. And it comes at you fast.
Yes, it does.
It really does.
You don't
and
have
you've
a
got
whole lot of time.
And you've got 2 next week also. How do you feel about your outlook in the conference at this moment going into the new year?
We've kind of dug ourselves a little bit of a hole by losing in here at home. Lost to a good team with Hampton, and got to go there now and somehow find a way to beat them at their place. But you look around and Chucky Doak still have to play Chucky Doak twice. Going to be extremely tough to beat them at all, much less beat them twice. But that's what we're going to have to do if we want a chance to win this thing. And then the other schools, Happy Valley's played people tough. I've seen West Greene's had some decent scores here lately. They're getting better. And we still have to go to Johnson County, so.
That's always the wild card.
It's a tough place to go play. So, looking at it, I do feel like if we get back to playing well, like we're capable, I think we still have a chance to win this thing. And like I told you earlier, I'm also smart enough to know that I could also finish as low as third or fourth. It comes down to it. It don't matter what we've done from here back. We're 12-4 right now, but these next 2 to 3 weeks are huge.
Mm-hmm. Let's talk about Johnson County a little bit too. What is the biggest wild card playing at Johnson County? Is it the environment? Is it the drive? Or is it Coach Atwood's coaching?
I'd say it's a combination of all three. He always has them ready to go. He's in their tails all the time and makes them play hard. And I tell my guys all the time, if you play hard, you got a chance. I mean, that's just the way it is. And anything can happen. But it's a 2-hour drive for us. It's tough for kids to get on a bus and go up there for 2 hours. And then, of course, boys, we take one bus. We get up there for a 5 o'clock JV game. They don't play till 8, so they've been on the bus for 2 hours and sat around for 3 hours before we even play. Makes it tough. And then it's always a good atmosphere. The place is always packed, and they come out and support up there. So it's fun. It's good. I enjoy going against people like Coach Atwood. It's always competitive, and he's a good guy. We've been friends for a long time, and it's fun for me to go be able to play against people like him.
Outside of any coach in the county, he's probably my favorite coach to watch because he's so strategic that he always has his team in contention no matter what. I saw him hold a Chucky Doak offense at home last year to, I think, 40 points.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could look back at Chucky Doak's scores the last 5 or 6 years and find that in another game. But
He always does it.
He knows a way. Yep. He finds a way to do it. Haven't yet experienced their home environment yet for a basketball game. That's one thing I want to do. I've experienced it in football, and I've experienced it in baseball. I've made the trip up there 3 times now. I'll have to do it for a basketball game once.
You go up and you sit down. Your bench is actually on the bleachers. They don't have chairs for you to sit in, so you actually sit on the bleachers. There's been times I've actually had to have administration come down and ask people to move so my kids have a place to sit. So you're right there in the middle of their fans, and it is intimidating a little bit.
But I think that's all we've got. End up having Granger this upcoming Friday night when this airs, and you'll be at West Greene Tuesday night. Don't know yet. Potentially game of the week, I would assume.
Good.
But don't know as of right now, but that's all I've got. Coach, once again,
Appreciate
you for sitting down with me. Thank you all for watching this week's edition of the Greene County Express Terry Hoese Show. We look forward to seeing you next time here on Grassroots Media.